Let's go. I am Jay Pitts presents I am your life coach and class is definitely in session, baby.
Did you get stuck in love with me? Did you get stuck in love with me?
Please don't let the sun come up and you ain't up big on love. Oh, oh, oh. Let's go, Duran.
I took a detour.
Don't you get stuck
In love with me.
Don't you get stuck, baby.
In love with me.
Don't you let the sun come up and you ain't up big on love. Say that, dog. Get stuck. Y'all gotta come out of that. Come out of that.
You be in your corner, do whatever you wanna, but you can't be that with me. I still being taught showing up late to the party, but the jam is guaranteed. I have no capacity for
Bella, what up, Queen?
I'm still on a journey to discover who I'm gonna be.
In love with me.
Don't you get stuck.
In love with me.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't let the sun come up and you and I got love.
Grand Rising, Queen, Grand Rising. Yeah. Don't get stuck, baby. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. You better come out of your feelings. Come out of your feelings. If you ain't on nothing positive right now, get up off of it. Get up off of it.
Baby, don't get stuck. You gon' lose some, the sun don't never come up. And now I never for you to go where you can't get back from. And if you leave me back for the street, I come out.
Come on.
Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck.
Oh, come on, Ari.
Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck in love with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me.
Yeah. Big vibes, big energy, big stepper. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get stuck. I am Jay Pitts presents I am your life coach and class is definitely in session. As the song say, don't you get stuck. Some of y'all stuck on the wrong vibration, energy, certain people, places, and things. Don't get stuck. You only got one life to live. I'm going to tell you one of the wrongest vibrations to align yourself on with is fear. Fear will keep you from some of the greatest moments of your life. You will miss out on some of the greatest opportunities of your life because of fear. You're stuck under the punishment of fear. Fear of the unknown. The what if. What could be. Because you're afraid. Why are you afraid? You only get one life. What's supposed to happen, gonna happen. And everything in life happens for a reason, whether you know it or not. Whether you even understand it, Everything in life happens for a reason. It's really contingent upon you understanding it, your level of consciousness. When you're conscious enough, which means your self-awareness is very high in life, you'll understand the reasoning behind what you're going through. Don't get stuck. Some of y'all get stuck in something with the wrong people, the wrong situations, the wrong places, the wrong things. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be there. You don't have to stay. Some of y'all will train your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul to be accustomed to something that is very poor. Something that's very damaging. Let me tell you something. Love don't hurt. If love hurts, then it is not love. But yet you are putting a great title on a bad situation. Love don't hurt. I don't know how you believe that this was great for you. I don't know how you came into your mind and your heart and your spirit and said, this situation was best for me. This is good for me. But there is no increase. There is no betterment. There is no upgrades. Nothing's beneficial, but you say you want to be there. You keep showing up. You said that is a relationship. You said that is love. It's not. Y'all got to stop putting good titles on bad situations. Don't get stuck on something that happened yesterday. As I told a queen today, yesterday and today is just like your ex and your new boo. Yo, today don't want to have nothing to do with yesterday because today says, I have arrived. Yesterday says, I'm trying to get you back. If you come in today with yesterday's energy, you're going to get yesterday's results. How can you even enjoy the newness of today if you still dwelling in the past? Come on, speak, God. How can you be ready and willing to embrace what's in front of you when you still focusing on what's behind you? You still caught up with what's behind you, but you can't even enjoy today because of yesterday. Yesterday is the ex-boo. Today is the new boo. And the new boo saying in order for us to go forward and go through, you got to let go of what's behind you. The ex-boo, which is yesterday, is trying to get you back. Well, guess what? Life is about going forward. So why are you stuck in this bad vibration? Why are you stuck in this low value energy? Some of y'all will remain the same or stay stuck in some of the worst positions of life you can ever put yourself in. And here's the issue with self. Many of us know better, but don't have the courage to do better. I said, many of us know better, but don't have the courage to literally do better. You know that man ain't no good for you. You know that woman ain't no good for you. You know that situation is unhealthy. You know you ain't gained nothing from that. God don't approve of that situation. God don't approve of what you've been doing, who you've been dealing with. You ain't happy. You ain't secure. You ain't even developing. God said you ain't even at least profiting from this financially, mentally, spiritually, sexually, emotionally. Where is the gain? Some people will say, man, that's selfish. No, that's responsible. Where you put your time, most of your time, that's where your love is. But where you put your time is ain't even lovable. Why you keep showing up? Why you keep answering the phone? Why you keep responding to the text messages? Why are you still giving access and availability to people that are not aligned to your betterment? What's wrong with you? Why don't you love yourself enough? Why you keep making excuses? Why you keep giving that person access? Why is there a revolving door? But here you is into today. New life, new opportunity. Still living and dwelling off your past. That's why I play that song, Don't You Get Stuck. Y'all still stuck. You're gummy. You're gluey. You're staying in a low frequency. You're remaining in that same situation. Some of y'all are changing bodies, but not changing circumstances. You're dealing with the same type of man or the same type of woman. You didn't change nothing. Some people are willing to lose people versus work on them. They'd rather go to somewhere new than to work on you. You ain't changing nothing. You transferring. Some of y'all don't even realize that you're not even bettering yourself by going to a new situation. You're transferring bad energy from one account to another. It ain't gonna get better for you. Until you change you, ain't nothing gonna get better for you. Until you change the era of your ways. Until you reach a high level of consciousness. Until you begin to love yourself more. Things are never going to change for you. It's not what's going on the outside of your life. It's what's going on from within that is hindering you, robbing you from some of the greatest moments and opportunities of your life. It's you. I would say the devil busy. I would say your family. I would blame people, places, and things. But your biggest enemy is self. You the issue. You the problem. Some of y'all problems are coming by you not putting enough value on your access and your time. You're not putting, because y'all will leave a man and a woman that is no good, but you still giving them access. Come on, speak, God. How are they no good? You left them, but you still left them access. Come on, speak, God. You have not even properly let go. There is no true divine separation from you and that person. They're still able to text you. They still calling you. Your relationship with them, you are well aware that they are no good for you, but yet you still are giving them access to you. Y'all don't even realize you're playing games with yourself, because the reality is you have not properly, fully let go. You know that man ain't no good. You know that woman is no good. You know that person is of no great service to your life, but you still give them access to your life. Some of y'all will allow people to not be in your life physically, but they still there mentally. You let that man and that no good man and woman live in your mind rent free. Your heart rent free. Folk don't even got to be around you no more to even affect you now. Because you allow damaging no good people to live in your temple rent free. Rent free. You got to get tired of feeling this way. You got to get tired of moving this way. I'm telling you right now, you got to learn how to properly, fully let go. Because if you let go physically, but you still give them access, you have not properly let go of certain people, places, and things. That means though they are not there, they have the availability to come back in your life. Some of y'all got to remove the revolving door. Not giving people access to you once you've left them. Once you let them go. And some will find an excuse because some of y'all got children by these people. Poor choices. Some of y'all will make an excuse. Well, I got to deal with them because I got a child. But it's how you deal with them. What up, Ash? I see you, Queen. I see you, Bella. Blessed to y'all, queens. I'm telling you, That is no excuse. Because if you're looking for an excuse, you'll find one. So if you have a child, because I know some of you will use that as an excuse. Well, I can't fully let them go because I got a child by them. Okay, just don't let it be an excuse as to why you deal with them. God is more concerned about how you deal with them. That means you're handling business when it comes to your children or your child with that man or that woman. It's strictly business. No hanky-panky, no further access to your mind, your heart, your body, and your soul. Y'all got to learn how to properly let people go. Fully. Because some of y'all don't even got to see this person, but this person has great effects over you. They got great effects because they living in your mind rent-free. They're living in your heart rent-free. They're living in your spirit rent-free. You barely even talk and see them, but you're still affected. When you going to come out of that? When you going to let go of that? When you going to test and allow yourself more to increase instead of decrease? How long you going to stay stuck in that low vibration? How long you going to keep focusing on what somebody said and did in their past? I told you today is the new boo. Yesterday is your ex-boo. Y'all spending more time in yesterday when you should be into today. This is why you missing out on some of your blessings and opportunities in life because you still stuck. Some of y'all are caught up. Well, if you come into today, which is new, with yesterday's energy, you're going to get yesterday's results. I'm here to tell you, baby, today is jealous. Today is jealous because it's the new boo. Yesterday is the ex-boo. And as long as you allow your ex, which is yesterday, to affect you, you ain't going to never be able to properly live life going forward. What up, Shanice? Bless you, Queen. Today going to be a phenomenal day. I'm telling you, you're going to have to let go of your past to be able to enjoy your present and your future. It starts in your present. If you allow it to be a gift, which is a present. If you can enjoy your present, you can enjoy your future. But if you can't enjoy your present, you got nothing to look forward to. You got nothing to be excited about because of the ex-boo yesterday. Past. What's behind you? You stuck. You stuck right now. You still caught up in what they said and what they done. You've allowed your past experiences to mold your present and your future going forward. Nobody deserves that much power and dominion and control over you. Those who love and support me, like and share. And if I inspire you in some type of way, the tip jar is there. My Venmo, my Cash App is in the title. But I'm going to tell you something. I want you to live before you die and stop wasting time. Somebody on this live is going to stop being stuck. You stuck mentally. You stuck financially. You stuck sexually. You stuck emotionally. You stuck spiritually. God wants to release you because you still affected by your past. When are you going to get tired? Excuse me. When are you going to get tired? My definition of tired is immediate change. I don't like how that felt. I don't like what I've been through. So why am I going to create this lifestyle or way of living where I'm stuck? I'm just going to feel sad and I'm going to rest in it. That's what y'all do. I'm going to feel depression and I'm going to rest in it. I'm going to feel pain and I'm going to make it a home. Who told you to move in this type of way? Who raised you? I'm telling you right now, you got to become unstuck because y'all have created this to be a bad habit. habits that turns into long-term behaviors. You say out your mouth that you want to have a good life. Meanwhile, your actions align to a poor way of living. But you blame everybody else but yourself. Well, you are in control of your own destiny. Your worst enemy is self. I'm going to tell you, didn't nobody tell you to go deal with that no good man? Didn't nobody tell you to go mess with that no good woman? Didn't nobody tell you to make some of these poor choices? That's what you want to do. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of y'all waste a lot of time. But let me help you. Let me bless you. I'm going to tell you, some of y'all have been in bad situations in life that took 2 years, 4 years, 7 years, 12 years. Some of y'all done wasted 20 years of your life focusing on the wrong things, allowing certain situations and experiences and people, places, and things to ruin and waste your time. Here's how you gonna gift yourself from that time. I call it college. I call it school, because that was a long-term lesson that you need to learn. I'm going to tell you something. The way you take that time where it is not in vain is you being able to learn from what you experience. If you do not learn, this is going to be a gift or a curse. When you learn from the time college that you experience, that could be a bad relationship. That could be a terrible childhood. That could be from what somebody said. That could be what somebody done to you as a teenager. That can be anything that kept you at a low demeanor, a low frequency. The way you overcome that time. Because some of y'all are still mentally messed up because you're like, man, I don't waste so much time. I done wasted 13 years. I done wasted 10 years. I done wasted 7 years of my life. I done wasted 3 years. The way you complement that time of college is to learn from your mistakes. This will take a curse and turn it into a gift. That means the time that you experience will not be in vain. This will take you from a person who learned to a person that is now available to teach. You can teach your children, your friends, your mate, your family, anybody that you are aligned with from learning this experience. But if you do not learn from that time, I'm telling you right now, it will become a curse to you. And those same curses that's on you will fall on your children. Now this has become generational. Generational curses. Why? Because you didn't have the mental capacity to learn from your mistakes, your poor choices, what you chose to do. Give your life by overcoming these curses of poor decisions you made by simply learning. Learning from your mistakes. Come on, speak, God. Because some of y'all are still like upset with yourself. Some of y'all still mad. Some of y'all still jacked up emotionally. Some of y'all still allowing that spiritual scar to affect you in a negative way. Yeah, you can't get back that time. This is why I want you to put more value on your access and your time so that you won't waste no more time in your life. Go where you're motivated. Go where you're celebrated. Go where you're elevated. Go where you're loved. This is a person who is responsible. They're responsible and literally are putting more value on their access and time. You have not totally let a person go if they still have access to you mentally, emotionally, sexually, financially, physically, spiritually, every entity of your life. God said, why you got that revolving door for somebody that is no good to you? Somebody that shouldn't have access like they got. Somebody that don't deserve you. Somebody that don't deserve your love. Somebody that don't deserve to know how you feel and what's going on. I'm going to tell you something. If they still have access, then you have not properly let them go. You may not talk to them every day. You might not see them every day, but they have great effects over you. Because secretly, spiritually, emotionally, they still there. They're living in your mind rent-free. They're living in your heart rent-free. They're living in your spirit rent-free, all because of your access. I question a lot of you, do you really love yourself? Because some of you might love yourself, but you don't love yourself enough. And let me tell you something. If you lack self-control and discipline, hear me and hear me very clear. If you lack discipline and self-control, you will go back to a bad situation all because you feel little increments of loneliness. Because you ain't busy. Because you're weak emotionally. You're going back from whence you came. Some of y'all will go back to a no good person or go seek love from the same place where you got hurt. Come on, does that make any sense to you? Does that make sense for you to go back or go seek love from the same place you got hurt? Make it make sense to me. Bitter and sweet cannot come out the same fountain. That's what the scripture says. What the scripture is saying about bittersweet is you can't love me and hurt me at the same time. How can you love and hurt at the same time? You're going to have to choose one or the other. You can't love me. You can't say you love me, but then you turn around and hurt me. That ain't love, because love don't hurt. I said again and I say it over and over again till I wanted to get it tattooed to your mind, heart, body, and soul. Love don't hurt. So if you love somebody and it hurts you to love them, then you got to stop putting good titles on bad situations. Because love do not hurt. So when you love something that's hurting you, all your body, all energy, all the universe is saying you need to stop loving in that way. Because it's hurting you to love it. This is your opportunity, the power of acknowledgement, to realize that you need to stop. You need to stop investing. You need to learn how to let go. You need to learn how to cut back. You need to learn how to step away or walk away. Some of y'all will stay in the most tumultuous situations and then say, but I love him. But I love her. Now you're being a fool for love. A fool. A whole fool. You didn't have to go to school to get this dummy certificate. You're being a fool when you put yourself in positions to compromise your peace, your love, your tranquility. I don't care how good that man look. I don't care how good that woman look. I don't care what that person got going on. It ain't worth you losing you loving it. What up, Londa? Bless to you, Queen. Today gonna be a phenomenal day. It don't benefit you. You're not accomplishing anything by loving something that's not bringing the best out of you. Some of y'all will stay in the worst tumultuous situations knowing that it ain't good for you. Don't you get stuck. Unstick yourself. Leave. Let go. Remove. Disassociate. Separate. Relocate. Whatever you gotta do. Because I'm talking to you. You on my live. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking to you. Because love does not hurt. When it begins to hurt, then that only means it's not true love. Because true love will not hurt you. It will heal you. It will not decrease. It will increase. It won't take you to worse. It will take you to better. Love is designed to upgrade, not downgrade. Love is aligned to building, not tear down. Come on, speak, God. Love creates healthy attachment, not unhealthy situations that will break you. You should not have to lose you loving them. That ain't no love. God don't approve of that. You losing your godly identity, your godly ability, your ability to smile, your ability to experience joy, your experience to embrace peace. That ain't healthy for you. How can you even be at your best entertaining less? Being acceptable and accustomed to negative energy, bad energy at that. Some of y'all will stay stuck in the worst situations and then say, oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. So you willing to sacrifice you for the sake of a situation. But you say you want to be happy. You say you want to be successful. You say you want better out of life. Well, the lie detector has determined that is a lie. Because some of y'all, there's a difference in what you say and in what you doing. There's a great difference. There is no alignment. What you say should be what you're doing. What you're doing should be aligned with what you're talking about. Otherwise, you are doing the greatest deceiving vibration against self. You are creating war against you. I always say, words do not become true until they're acted upon. Actions do not become valid until there is loaded consistency. So y'all be putting so much trust in love without true words that are aligned to actions that are aligned to consistency, but wonder why your life is the way it is. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. Speak. You wonder why your life is the way it is. You giving up more than you should for less, or without getting confirmation, affirmation, or what's being required. Some of y'all put the cart before the horse, but say you're going in the right direction, all because it feels good. Well, let me tell you something. There's a difference in how you feel and what's real. Let me say that again. There's a difference in how you feel and what's real. You can feel like a nut, but that don't mean that's what it is or that's what it's supposed to be. That don't mean you are an actual nut. Some of y'all be just in your feelings, but how you feel ain't factual. There is no facts in your feelings. Yeah, it's true that you feel this way, but that don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's credible. That's like me seeing something from afar and I go into my feelings. I'm the king of analogies. I see something from afar that I don't like. I see it. It don't look good. And from where I'm standing, I'm in my feelings. So I proceed to go where I'm looking at. I get there and I realize where I was, wasn't what it seemed to be. But I'm in my feelings. There's a difference in how you feel and what's real. Because when I came closer, I realized it wasn't what I saw. You see how we function? A lot of times, instead of going logical, we will go emotional. It ain't always facts, baby. It ain't always facts. Just because that's how you feel doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean it's facts. Doesn't mean it's concrete. Doesn't mean it's solid. Doesn't mean you can stand on that. Because how you feel might not be real. Might not be what it is. This is why we got to have spiritual discipline. This is why we got to have self-control. The ability to control thyself. Some of y'all, you will literally go back to a bad relationship all because you lack discipline, all because you have no self-control, all because nothing new is presenting itself. Well, let me tell you, just because ain't nothing new hasn't occurred doesn't mean you should go back to something old. Some of y'all will go back instead of keep going forward, all because of a few increments or moments of loneliness. Or you will double back with somebody where you know it ain't no good. Because some of y'all, you might say you're smart, but you move dumb. I said you might say you're smart, but you move dumb. Because the reality is you will seek love from the very area that hurt you, the very area that damaged you, the very area that broke you into pieces, shattered your spirit. You will literally go back and seek love in the very place or position that tore you up. Why? Because of lack of discipline, lack of wisdom and knowledge, no self-control, not loving yourself enough, making bad choices and decisions. Yeah, we put ourselves there. You want to blame somebody, blame self. Self did it. Don't come in today talking about the devil busy. Don't blame your friends, your mates, or everybody outside of you. Sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable and move as an adult and say, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm the issue. I need to work on self. I need to do better than what I'm doing. I'm no good for nobody else because I ain't even good for myself. I need to get me together before I can get with togetherness. Meaning a relationship, a friendship, being with a healthy family. I'm telling y'all, family, like we gotta do better than what we doing. Don't be stuck. Some of y'all will choose to remain in a bad position that ain't healthy for you. Excuse me. You know it ain't healthy. You know it's no good for you. You know that man ain't no good. You know that woman ain't no good, but you still keep going back. Why? Because you have created a lifestyle. This is a way of living for you now. You've become accustomed to damaging situations to the point some of y'all will think the most wrongest vibration is right for you. Some women will be abused by men and think you will stay so long, you'll think that's a way of love. That's a way of living because you've become accustomed to bad behavior. That by the time you do leave that situation, you're damaged. Because when a new man come, a good man could come and love you the right way, you don't even know how to receive it. You don't even know how to embrace it because of what you're accustomed to. I know some women looked at a man being emotional and being open with his feelings and emotions and expressing himself emotion, looked at that as a way of weakness versus a man being mature. All because you was with that raccoon or baboon, that man that beat on you, that man that manipulated you, that man that abused you with his mouth, that man that abused you with his hands. You thought that was a way of love. I'm telling you, we got to stop putting good titles on bad situations. You got to learn how to love yourself more. You're stuck. Remove yourself. Life has become sticky. You've become accustomed to this bad behavior and being around bad energy. Break the cycle. Change. Somebody said when. Jeff, when? That's the number one question I get in my inbox. Number 2 is what song was that? But the number one question is when. Hey, now. Stop talking to me. Stop reaching out to me. Stop coming to me, asking me when, as if you got all the time of your life. You can leave at any moment. You can die on this live and off this live. And when you're dead, you're going to be dead a lot longer than you are alive. What is God trying to say? Your time is valuable. Smile. Try it for once. Some of y'all ain't smiled in a long time. Go where the peace is. Go where the love is. Go where you're elevated, motivated, celebrated. Go where there's great energy. Some of y'all need to fall back on some people. Some of y'all need to disassociate yourself from certain people, places, and things. Just so you can recalibrate. Press the reset button. Rebuild your spirit, your mind, your heart, your soul, your way of living, so you can start appreciating your days better than what you've been doing. There are plenty of people in the hospital, the jail, in the streets, and in the grave that will switch places with you. Plenty. You think your life bad until you meet somebody else that got it way worse than you. The grave, there are plenty of people that will come back in your shoes. The hospital, there's plenty of people that will switch places with you right now. The streets, there are plenty of people that will switch places with you right now. Your life ain't that bad. You make it bad. It's your perception. It's your view on life. It's how you view your life. That's why you feel the way you feel. Sometimes you got to put on better glasses. Sometimes you got to put on better contacts. Sometimes you got to change your scenery, meaning what you look at. When you change the way you look at that situation will begin to change in a better way. What up, Bees? I see you, King. Blessings to you. Blessing you and the family. I'm telling y'all, change your view on the matter, and that's when the matter will begin to change in your favor. It's how you view it. You won't change. You look at it as bad, but it's all about perception. Just because you count it as bad don't mean it's bad, because I can look at your situation and see that you're blessed. I can take you to the nursing home and you'll change your mind about your situation. I can take you to the jailhouse and you'll change your mind on your perception or your situation. I can take you to the graveyard and I bet you'll change your mind about what you're going through and what you've been through. I can take you to the streets, the slums, and you'll change your mind or your perception on your situation. Everything bad ain't bad. It's just how you view it. Sometimes it ain't the situation. It's your sight, your eyesight spiritually. Your view and your vision is very flawed. Sometimes y'all don't even realize you tripping and slipping, losing grips on life because of your inner views. This right now on this live is your interview. I'm giving you life assessments so you can do self-evaluation, personal interview so you can review your interviews. Some of your interviews is damaging your life interview because of how you view your life. How you view certain situations. It ain't even the situation. Come on, speak, God. It's how you looking at the matter. It's how you put your energy towards that direction. Come on. Come on. Your worst enemy is you. You count it as bad. There's plenty of people that can look at your situation and find the positivity out of it. They'll find the betterment out of it. They'll see how you winning, while meanwhile you looking at you losing. It's because of your eye. Not just your two eyes, but your third eye. Your lower level of consciousness. You're not awake this morning. Yeah, your eyes is open, but you don't see the blessing of today. You don't see life as an opportunity. You down bad. You making excuses. You procrastinate. You rather feel low than to come up. You always jumping into your feelings, which is emo, versus going logical. Everything bad ain't bad. It's just your perception. It's how you view it. It's some of y'all views, which is your inner view, is messing up your inner views. It's how you looking at it. Some of y'all situations ain't bad. It's just how you looking at it. You just counting it as bad. There's plenty of situations I counted it bad, and once I got through the situation, it was one of the best situations I could have experienced. because I learned so much. It actually propelled me for a better situation. It actually led me to some promising situations. I just couldn't see it. In that moment, I just could not see it. I was sitting there, y'all, counting it as bad. Meanwhile, it was the best recipe for my success. If I had not have went through it, I wouldn't be or have some of the things I have today. But meanwhile, in the moment, come on, speak, God, I was in the moment counting it as bad. God said it was the best recipe for my happiness, my success, my self-esteem, everything I needed for the next situation, the next opportunity, the next blessing, the next level. I just could not see it because of my interviews. My interview was affecting my interviews. It was how I was looking at that thing. I had to change the way I view certain matters. I had to stop counting everything bad when I feel uncomfortable. I had to stop counting things as bad when I don't like it. I had to stop counting certain situations as no good, all because it wasn't the way I planned it. I had to grow up, y'all. There's some levels of immaturity in you that needs to grow up. Grow up. In a way, you stop jumping in your feelings. You stop counting everything bad. You stop moving immaturely. You stop moving prematurely. And literally, as a grown man and grown woman, start looking at things in a better and healthier way. You, your worst enemy. You're stuck. Some of y'all woke up this morning staying stuck on that pain. Staying stuck on excuses. Staying stuck on procrastination. Staying stuck on yesterday when you in a whole new today. Stuck on your past. Stuck on that last relationship. Stuck on what happened to you in your childhood. You stuck. Stuck on what happened to you as a teenager. Stuck on that no. Stuck on that setback. Stuck on what somebody else done. Stuck on what somebody else said. God says stop becoming stuck on bad vibrations. Bad situations. Things that are not profitable or healthy for you. You gonna go through some things. But what I'm trying to help you understand, that don't mean stay there. Just because it happened, just because it occurred, don't mean you should stay there. Who gave you that idea? Who told you to experience pain and yet stay there and make it a home? If you don't address your issues will begin to live with you permanently at your address. Now, not only are you affected by it, but everybody that lives under your roof is going through it as well. All because you won't make better choices. Working on self. Y'all got to start growing up and making better decisions, because I have to say this effortlessly, consistently, till it becomes tattooed to your mind. You only get one life to live. You are not a cat. You don't get 9 lives. You are not, this is not Mario Brothers. Life is not a video game. You are not going to get a 1-up. I'm telling you right now, there's nothing downtown that's in documents that's going to promise you to live the next 20 years. So somebody say, Jeff, when should I change? That's the number one question. When? When should I write a book? When should I start a business? When should I proceed in what I desire? Now. Now would be a great time. Y'all got to stop coming to me and talk to me as if you got all the time in the world. Death can come at any moment. You can't even control that. So stop talking as if you got all the time in the world. Now would be a great time to smile. be happy, get in pursuit, start the business, read more, exercise, drink water, do something that's going to better you now. If you gonna get stuck in something, get stuck on something positive now. Now I'm gonna let that person go. Now I'm going to start making better choices. Now I'm going to start eating right. Now I'm going to start exercising. Now I'm going to drink water. Now I'm going to seek that certification. Or now I'm going to build this. Now I'm stuck in the now, but y'all like being stuck in bad situations, bad emotions, negative vibrations that's keeping you at a low demeanor. You're wasting time. You're going to ruin your life. You're going to ruin your life focusing on things that don't matter. Things you cannot change nor you can control. You're going to ruin you. And you can't blame nobody but yourself. I'm telling you, I'm here to help you save time and remove fear from your life. The scripture said God don't give us a spirit of fear, so where did it come from? Y'all are inheriting bad energy that's manipulating how you function and make day-to-day decisions. What up, man? I see you, Queen. You already know. You're allowing fear to be of disservice to you. I always tell my children, don't let fear keep you back. Don't let fear hold you back. You know why? I told my kids the only reason why fear can be a blessing to you when it's actually bettering you. That's the only time you should allow yourself to fear, because fear can save your life. Fear can save your life. The only time you use something that is negative is when it's going to lead you to something positive. But you're going to know it before you embrace it. But some of y'all will allow yourself to fear and allow it to damage you or keep you from some of the greatest moments and opportunities of your life. Fear. Fearful. You're full of fear. All fear of the unknown. Fear because of what happened to you in the past. That isn't an excuse. Your past should be your past. You can't even embrace what's in front of you because spiritually you still living off what's behind you. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. You so caught up in what was that you can't even appreciate what is. What's in front of you. They call it a present for a reason. Because what's in front of you is supposed to be a gift. The best gift you got today was life. But you can't even fully, properly embrace it because you still caught up on yesterday. Y'all love dealing with your exes. Yesterday is your ex, boo-boo. Today is the new boo. You can't even embrace this new relationship, this level of newness, because you still caught up with your ex-boo. That ex-boo is trying to ruin your future. You gonna trip going forward, still looking back. You're still caught up. What up, Miss Thompson? I see you, Queen. You already know. Blessings to you. You're still caught up. You're still hung up. That's why I play the song Stuck. Some of y'all stuck on pain. Some of y'all stuck on drama. Some of y'all stuck on fear. What are you stuck on? Everybody on this live, what you stuck on can be very different. But God wants you to remove yourself. God wants you to release yourself. You're going to have to find peace in what you've been through so you can overcome it and stop allowing it to overtake you. Some of y'all will allow your experience to mold your future in a negative way. Free yourself. Okay, it happened. Okay, you went through it or could be going through it. Accept it. Make peace with it and begin to go in motion. Use it. I'm going to tell you, wisdom says, if what you went through is negative, use it. Use it to better you. Use it to, God does this all the time. God will take the ugliness of your situation and use it as a lesson that will turn into a blessing once you learn from it. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. The way you compliment your present and your future from a negative past is by simply learning. Some of y'all say, well, yeah, I've been going through this for 7 years. I've been going through this 2 years. I done gone through this 20 years. Oh, I done wasted so much time. Well, time won't be wasted if you learn. Because when you learn, you earn, and learn lessons equal high power blessings. If you want what you went through that was bad to become a blessing versus a curse, you got to learn. That's the best way, the best advice I can give you, because if you do not learn, it will not be a blessing. It will be a curse. Now, all that time that was wasted, where I call it those lessons, college, school, all that time was in vain. That bad relationship, that bad friendship, that damaging family member, your childhood trauma, all with what you experience is in vain because you never addressed it, you never learned from it, and you never used it for a greater purpose. See, God can take the ugliness of a situation and use it for a greater purpose. Y'all got to learn how to use the battery effect. There is a reason why on that battery, when you turn it around, there's a negative and a positive. There's a negative and a positive, because the battery effect of life proves that all things will work together for your good, but you got to know how to use it. You got to learn how to take that negative that's in the back that will lead you to the positive that's in the front. The back is the negative, which is your past, your experiences, things that have happened negatively. If you have the ability to use that negative in a positive way, it will lead you to greater moments. It will lead you to greater opportunities. It will attest to more upgrades. Then life will become not only more fulfilling, but more promising going forward. If you take the bad with the good and use it, it's going to work in your favor. Some of y'all will take the negative and allow it to mold your life in a negative way. And that's the reason why you don't trust nobody. That's the reason why you can't love. That's the reason why you'll never get married again. That's the reason why you don't trust people no more. You're very apprehensive. You get anxiety because of fear. Fear is still holding you back. You're not ready to spiritually grow up. Excuse me. Some of you are allowing fear to not only affect you in this moment, which is your present, but you're going to allow it, if it affects your present, which is your presence, which is your gift for today, it will affect your future as well. So some of y'all have been walking in these vibrations, not realizing that you've been manipulated by your experiences, all because you can't make peace in what you've been through so you can make it through the greater things that are to come. Some of y'all, man, between your destiny and your prayers and your breakthroughs and your blessings, there is a small gap. You feel that it's far away. You feel that it's impossible. You feel that it'll never be. Meanwhile, there's a small gap between where you are and where you're trying to be. What's keeping you is fear. What's keeping you is your past. What's keeping you is yesterday, your ex-boo. I'm telling you, you're going to have to grow up spiritually. Yeah, some of us are of an age. We are fully developed physically, but spiritually, you are still immature. You are still of a person that is 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old. When you are of age, when you going to grow up spiritually? You look grown from the outside, but how grown are you from the inside? This is where your hiccup is. Yeah, we know he ain't no good. We well aware she ain't no good. We understand that raccoon, that possum, that baboon, the monkey, chimpanzees, them orangutans. Life is a jungle out there in them streets. We understand that they're no good. But God wants you to look in the mirror and understand, okay, but you need to look in the mirror and understand that your choices are no good. You make poor choices also. Sometimes you're damaging, you're the most worst enemy because of what you allow and what you accept. Y'all accept certain behaviors, but wonder why your life is the way it is. You got to put more value on your worth. You got to put more value on your access and your time. There should not be a revolving door in your life with somebody who has already hurt you. Y'all got to stop seeking love in the same place where you've been getting hurt. How's that working for you? So the same place that hurt you, you're seeking love? How real is that? How foolish is that? There is a difference between how you feel and what's real. A difference in how you feel versus what's real. How you feel can be just simply how you feel, but that don't make it factual. That don't make it something to stand on. You could just be in your feelings, moving emotional. And if you experience something and didn't go low to emo, but yet went emo and never went low, meaning logical, then you already started off this thing wrong anyway. That's why you feel the way you feel. Y'all try to make your feelings factual, and it's not. There's a difference between how you feel and what's real. Because if you ain't think about this first before you felt it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to move in error. This is why I don't make serious decisions while I'm in my feelings. I mean, man, y'all got to give me a moment. Because, I'm trying not to get upset. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Words you can't take back. You can't undo something that's already done. I can't unsee it. I can't unfeel it. I can't unlook it once I've experienced it. It happened already. You can't delete it. So mentally, y'all, we got to understand there's a difference in between how you feel and what's real. Stop trying to make your feelings factual just because you feel it. Go logical, which is your wisdom, your knowledge, and see the truth in what you've been through and what you're going through. Then check your heart. Because then you'll find out in that moment that how you felt from the beginning wasn't really true. It wasn't factual. You was feeling an error. It wasn't good. Some of y'all will find out how you was feeling was the wrong feeling, totally opposite in how you should have been feeling, because now you have more information, data, and truth. You see how we jump to our heart instead of going straight to our mind? Your head was put above your shoulders for a reason. You're supposed to go logical more than you go emotional. If you're an emotional individual all the time and don't go logical, it's because you don't have no discipline and no self-control. You're accustomed. You train your body to move this way. And I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, you've got the worst outcomes out of most of your situations. I'm telling you, spiritually grow up. I always say at the end of my life, you know my life for me, you're my life for you. I hope what I've said have inspired you in some type of way. Those who support me, love me, and support me, like and share. And if I blessed you in some type of way, my Venmo and Cash App is at the title. That's the tip jar. But I'm telling you, you only got one life to live. This is your moment. Somebody said when. I'm telling you quickly now. Do it now. If he ain't no good, let him go. Walk away. If she ain't no good, let her go. Walk away. It's going to hurt you more to stay than to leave. Leaving gives you an opportunity to begin something healthy, whether it's with you or with somebody else. But don't stay stuck in something that isn't profitable. You know it ain't profitable, but yet you stay. How does that work for you? You know it. A lot of us are some very intellectual, smart individuals, but you do not have the courage, willpower, nor strength to make a serious grown-up decision for what's best for your life. You will literally know it ain't no good, but yet stay. Some of y'all woke up this morning still stuck on pain, still stuck on drama, still stuck on trauma. You made a choice to be here. It ain't that life just throwing bad things at you. You are allowing and being acceptable to bad energy, bad situations, bad people, places, and things, but you wonder why your day has not unraveled to something promising, something successful. It's you. You walk around saying, all men ain't no good. It's you, baby. It's you. You walk around here saying, oh man, hey man, these women ain't loyal. Sir, it's you. It's you. It's you. Everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't no good. For there's a yin and a yang to everything in life. If there's an up and a down, if there's a left and a right, there's a good and there's a bad. Sometimes it's your environment. Sometimes it's your habitat. Sometimes you got to learn how to disassociate, separate, or relocate. Because where you are, you're not harvesting. You're not collecting. You're not increasing. So sometimes you got to disassociate, separate, or relocate. God said you got to do something different. You got to remove yourself from certain situations. Why are you staying in bad situations? Why are you making poor choices? Why are you becoming accustomed to negative behavior? It's because you don't take your life serious, so they don't take you serious as well. Y'all got to learn how to love yourself more and do better than what you're doing. I see you, Ivy. Blessings to you, Queen. The reality is, man, like I said, at the end of my lives, man, peace and love. A man functions all peace and a woman functions all love. Y'all got to understand this woman thing, this man and woman thing, and respect it. Because if you take that man's peace, he's going to leave. He's going to seek peace in some other person, place, or thing. If you play that woman's love, she going to leave. She going to leave and seek love in some other person, place, or thing. These are men and women's drive. And this is how you pay the stupid tax of life. The prepayment penalty of life. When God is going to bring you to the front of the congregation of that good man that was God sent, that good woman that was God sent, and you're going to have to witness them being loving, peaceful, successful, and happy with somebody else. Because the reality is, anything that's God sent that's unappreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. God said, you ain't got to keep that. I'll give it to somebody else. So some of y'all literally are walking around here witnessing other people with your blessing. All because you acting a fool. All because you won't make better choices. All because you won't change. All because you won't realize you're your worst enemy. You need to grow up spiritually. Because you look very fully developed physically, but yet you have not become grown spiritually, eternally. There needs to be more increase in you spiritually. Will you gain more maturity, self-control, being able to keep your dignity in your difficulties, and you do it consistently, effortlessly, to the point that's all you know. Stop being stuck. Stop making pain a place of home. Stop making procrastination, harmful people, harmful situations a way of living. Instead of making these negative things a permanent way of living, how about trying to make some of these positive things something that a way of life? A way of living. Get around some healthy people. Make a few phone calls. Send out a few text messages. Change the dynamics of your day-to-day circle. People that you align yourself to, because obviously them people ain't no good. They ain't beneficial. They're just existing. You ain't been happy in a month. You ain't been happy in 3 months. You ain't smiled in a while. You ain't even done what you said you were supposed to do. It's because not only you, but the people that's around you. Ain't nobody supporting you. Ain't nobody holding you accountable. Don't nobody love you enough to tell you about yourself. Tell you that you need to do better. Ain't nobody supporting you or inspiring you to be a better you. Some, and I'm telling you, man, y'all, just because that's your family don't mean they're going to act as your family. Just because that's your friend don't mean they're going to act as your friend. Just because that's your mate or your lover don't mean they're going to always act as your lover. But can you do this on your own? Or will you align yourself with the right people that are going to be and do what they say they're going to be and do? I'm telling y'all, family, grow up, mature, make better choices, and make plans and preparations to live a healthier life going forward. Stop being stuck. God wants you to unglue yourself. Remove yourself from fear. Remove yourself from unhealthy situations. Stop making excuses. And begin to start today. Somebody said when, I say now. Now. Whatever's on your heart that you want to do, get in pursuit right now. Get off this live and jump into pursuit. Because some of y'all going to make some choices today that's going to brighten your future like never before. I need you to make some decisions today that's going to make the future you look back at the you of you today and say, thank you. I'm so glad I made these choices. I'm so glad I made these decisions. I'm so glad, man, I thought about me. I consider me more than I've been doing. I love me more than I've been doing. I made better choices that align me more to healthy, that allow me to things that are more prosperous, things that align to me increasing my joy and my peace and my tranquility, that led me to love, things that led me to more success. Make better choices right now. I love y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, hey, it's all on you. You are in control of your own destiny. Make a decision right now. I am Jay Pitts Presents. I am your life coach, and class is dismissed. I'm telling y'all, one life to live. Why you so stuck? You stuck. You stuck.
Did you get stuck in love with me?
God ain't proving that.
Did you get stuck in love with me?
God ain't proving that.
Please don't let the sun come up and you ain't up there, got love.
You stuck. Unstick yourself.
You be in your corner, being whatever you wanna, but you can't be that with me. I still being taught showing up late to the party, but the jam is guaranteed. I have no capacity for responsibility. I'm still on a journey to discover who I'm coming to be.
In love with me.
Did you get stuck?
In love with me.
Please don't let the sun come up and you and I be got love.
Love with me.
Yeah. Don't be stuck, baby. God didn't tell you to do that. God didn't tell you to stay there. God didn't tell you to stay there. Why you stuck there? Why you staying there? Who told you to stay in pain? Yeah.
Baby, don't get stuck. You gon' need some sun, don't never come up. And
Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck, don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck. Don't you get stuck in love with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me.
Don't you get stuck there.
Don't you get stuck with me. Oh, yeah. You stuck, baby. Yeah. You stuck. I don't know who told you to stay there. You better get up off of that. Yes, sir. I am J Piss Presents. I am your life coach, and class is dismissed. Whatever you own, if it ain't positive, you need to get up off of it because it's trying to make you stuck. Pain says if you stay there, it's going to break you. Struggle says if you stay there, you're going to become weak. Failure says if you stay there, you can't become successful. You can't become better if you stay there. God said remove yourself from certain positions, certain people, certain places, and certain things that's not bringing the best out of you. You stuck. Remove yourself. Disassociate, separate, relocate, whatever you gotta do to become unstuck. Because where you are, nobody told you to stay there. It ain't healthy for you. It ain't speaking in alignment to increase. It's not bringing the best out of you. So why are you staying there? You can't expect better, but you staying in less. You're staying in a poor state, but your outlook you want better. But your inlook, how you view from within, is very poor. Your outcome, which is your view on life, cannot become better if your income is very poor. So stop becoming stuck in bad situations, low vibrations, no good people, no good places, and no good things. And when you start making these better choices today, right now, you will have the future you look back at the you of you today and say thank you. I love y'all, man. Make better choices. Time is of the essence, and it starts what? Right now. Make a decision.